So what is wisdom and where is it found? This is a question that the Bible speaks to in various different ways. In Job chapter 28, we see this analogy where he says, can we go down into the depths of the earth where we mine out silver and gold and iron and all these precious metals? If we dig down deep enough, can we go to find wisdom? Obviously, no. But then could we take that stuff and could we go and purchase wisdom? Again, the answer is no. The truth is this chapter goes on to say that wisdom is found only in God. Job 28:28 says that the Lord says to the human race, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. And to shun evil is understanding. Right? That sounds good. Fear God, resist evil. But what we don't want to acknowledge is that actually there's something in our hearts that fundamentally resists and even rejects that premise. Jeremiah 6, he says, stand at the crossroads and ask for the ancient paths. Ask for the good ways. In other words, the ways of wisdom, and then walk in them. But you know what we say? We say, no, we don't want that. He says, I put watchmen at the towers to call out, to warn you of impending doom. But we said, no, we're not going to listen. We're going to plug our ears. See, the human heart, we don't want the wisdom of God. We want self-wisdom. We want our own ways in this world. But God, in his wisdom, he sent his one and only Son, Jesus Christ, to take on flesh, to live a perfect life that shows us who God's like, and yet to die a death of punishment and a criminal's death, to take on our sin, to take on what we deserve, which was death, which was separation from God because of our own sin. He took it on himself. And then he rose from the grave. He broke the power of death. He showed us that everything he said was in fact true. That he was in fact the Messiah, the Lord of heaven and earth in bodily form to break the power of death and to show us the way of wisdom. But we see Christ crucified from a worldly perspective. That's foolish. And yet God uses the foolish things of the world to shame the wise. He uses the things that are not to nullify the things that are, so that only he remains. Jesus is the wisdom of God. He is in him all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge are held. You'll find wisdom when you find Christ.